Craig, how do you sum that one up?
Oh, I'm not quite sure actually. Um, Pretty disappointing, with a couple of aspects of our play, but really happy with a couple of others. Like to come back from 14-0 here. It's it's a tough place to play, and the Knights were pretty dominant in the first half. So to come back in the second half and get as close as we did, I thought that was a really good effort. But I think we basically got what we deserved after our first half. We didn't complete well. Weren't really thinking about our footy too much, I don't think, and so ended up costing us in the end.
Do you feel like there's a bit of clunkiness in attack and maybe you're missing Jerome's direction?
Oh, yeah. Well, again, we missed him. I don't know whether it was his direction, his running game, like his kicking game, whatever you. I think we missed his all-round game. But at the end of the day, all teams lose key players at times. You've got to make up for it. And like I say, I thought Wish done a pretty good job tonight, and Jonah took on a bit more responsibility. So we're not sort of blaming them guys because Jerome was out. But like I say, at stages, you get key players out, so you've got to make up for them. And as you can see from our second half, if we'd have played like that for 80 minutes, perhaps, it might have been different.
Other than Jerome, do you welcome anybody back in round 5?
Well, we got a bye next week,
Yeah.
so I'm not quite sure where everybody is at the moment. Nelson played with the Bears today, so like I say, he's been out for a while. He hasn't done a lot of training, so he might need a little bit more time. But hopefully you've got Joey Chan back for the next game too. But like I say, at the end of the day, it's you got to go with what you got, and if you sit around thinking about what you haven't got, well, that ain't going to help no one. So like I say, we were a bit disappointed in how we played that first half today, and got it right the second half, but we couldn't quite get there at the end.
Craig, you mentioned Nelson. They're playing Cup today. It's been a hamstring, obviously a kind of injury that can get worse and better quite suddenly. Has it been that way for him with his recovery?
Oh, it's just been, he aggravated a couple of times too as well. So it's, he's missed a lot of training, and he had 4 weeks of it before today, but he's still pretty much underdone. So we'll just see how it progresses from there.
Do you expect when he comes back he'll spend a bit of time on the edge like he did last year, or middle, or do you have a plan there?
Yeah, I think if I had to answer that now, I'd say in the middle. At the end of the day, I thought Sean done a really good job today. That was his debut for us, and I thought he done a real good job. I didn't really think he'd play as long as he did, but he did, and I thought he done a really good job. So I think we've got a pretty good player there. So we just need to give him some time there, and obviously Ellie's has made the right side his own. So like I say, I was real happy with the way with Sean tonight, and I think the players were as well.
How's Remus Smith? Pretty nasty.
Yeah, I think he had something wrong with his rib. I'm not quite exactly sure. It's obviously not a cartilage because apparently they said they couldn't inject it, which that usually happens if someone gets a cartilage. But so I'm not quite sure exactly what it is at the moment. I haven't sort of been told yet.
You've got enough of Munster after the bye. Do you think get him back, or is it still?
Yeah, I don't know. No idea.
Harry, Craig saying Nelson possibly back after the bye. How big is having him potentially back in that middle rotation?
Yeah, it'd be big, but like Bells has said, don't know if he'll be there just yet. Might need a bit of time or whatever, so can't really look too far ahead. Just take our learnings from tonight and look forward to the Bronx and who we got in the team then.
You talk about the learnings. What do you take from that game?
Obviously our start, our first half, and our execution, it was not up to scratch, and individually can probably take a bit more responsibility with the group in terms of that, and controlling the ball a bit more. But I think we give ourselves plenty of opportunities out there tonight. We just didn't ice them, and it's disappointing. but we're in the same position last week and we come away with the result. So I think there's two different learnings from two very similar games in a way.
Craig, we saw Leo Thompson take Ryan Pappenhausen out there as he's gone for the ball. Did you have a view on that? Is that just a bit of an unfortunate collision or something can be done on Leo's part?
Yeah, I think he had eyes for the ball, but you know, at the end of the day, I'm not going to get into making a decision I'd have to make. So hard enough making decisions you have to make. So I'll leave that to them.
Harry, obviously you're looking forward to getting your senior playmakers back, but what are your thoughts on how Jonah and Tyron went tonight?
No, I think like Belzer said, they come in and played their role, did their job. I think Jonah was very involved with his organisation, especially in the second half. I think as a group we were all off and in the first half, and like I said, I could have taken a bit more responsibility there, but second half, you know, Wishy's running game, he backed that, and Jonah kicked well with the wind majority of the time, and played his game. So I think they did their job in a sense.
Okay, thank you.